Alright. Now this video, of course, I mean most videos for me are unconventional. But of course, as it is, this video is, I just wanted to kind of talk. Just to you guys, and mainly also to say thank you, to the devs. I'm not really sure what to say. I didn't I didn't script anything. I just wanted to say whatever came to mind, but I really did want to think about it and just kind of speak about how I really do appreciate this community. Loomian Legacy has been so fun for me to play. When I started streaming it, people were so excited and so interested in my channel for some reason, and I liked it, so I kept going, and I just kept playing Loomian Legacy. Nothing ever stopped me. I may have gotten bored sometimes, but I did always come back, and I play it consistently still, even when I'm not live sometimes. Whether it be very late in the evening with my messed up sleep schedule, or sometimes just live for a short period of time, but it's been super fun to play. I would probably also have to say, I think one of my favorite things about the game was when they actually released that idea that they were going to have us be able to walk around with our Loomians behind us. I thought that was so exciting, and I was just so happy that we were getting something that we basically never had in the original game back in Brick Bronze. I was so happy. I don't know how to express it. And I've also, personally, for me, just had a total blast doing YouTube and talking to people. I've spoken to the devs a couple times here and there, been in a call, met a lot of good people. Overall, I've had a very good experience in Loomian Legacy. I wanted to make a video here, and you can also find that I made a video over for, I think, Pokenaru Goku is how you pronounce their name, where I said something also similar but different. But overall, I just really wanted to talk about how much I really love this game and appreciate so much what the devs have been doing. Now that it's been 2 years already since the initial release of Loomian Legacy, and almost 3 years, if not a little bit over 3 years at this point, since Brick Bronze had been deleted. Now for me, I've kind of said it a couple of times, but I've actually been a player of the game, I'm pretty sure since alpha release. If not, it was right after beta, but I always remembered it based off of the fact that I had my shiny Eevee, or Umbreon now at this point. I really do miss the old game, but the new game overall has just gotten so much better. The new, bigger builds, how nice everything is, and everything about the new game has just always never ceased to amaze me. The new updates, people really were very hard on them, but I really do like what they gave us, and a lot of the content was just super nice, and it was always super enjoyable, even if it got a little bit repetitive at some points. It definitely overall was worth the adventure, and I've really enjoyed the game so often. With there being so many new updates, even if it's a slower pace than Brick Bronze, it's still on a bigger scale, and everything is so much more, I suppose, professional to the extent of what you might normally see on Roblox, and I just really wanted to take a moment to appreciate it and talk to you guys about it. I don't know. Now, I'd especially say, I gotta say thank you to probably the developers especially for everything that they have done. They don't get enough respect for what they're doing. I mean, they are making a game that is very underappreciated compared to its original predecessor, and it is so much better in quality. And yet people always give it so much pressure to try and be something even more, because people's standards have just increased so rapidly, and they expect so much from the game, and yet it can almost never seem to fit those standards, I've found. But overall, I can really just appreciate just looking at the game, like, taking a step back, looking at what we do have, and comparing it to what we had, and seeing how much better it actually is. I don't know, it's a refreshing game, and it's probably the only reason I'm still playing Roblox, actually. If Loomian Legacy had never come about, I probably would have moved on and probably would have even stopped playing video games. Or if anything, at the very most, I would still be playing those awful knockoffs that have absolutely no taste in them whatsoever, blatantly ripping off the code and just being overall awful. But Loomian Legacy it gave me a lot of interest back on Roblox. So I started streaming it eventually, and I got to where I am, and it's been super fun. The devs, again, they're impressive. They're doing it on very little time. They don't have enough. They probably definitely could use even more money than they do, because it takes a lot of funding to make a game. Paying for all of the developers to do their work takes money that they aren't earning enough of, and if they are, it would probably be coming out of Brad and Lando's pockets. So you gotta respect that, for sure. And they're doing it all just to bring us this game that very few people have appreciated. Overall, I don't know. I'm really happy for this community. With, you know, all of the ups and downs, some of the more toxic sides, and a lot of the more positive sides. I've seen and met a lot of new people in this community throughout the year, ever since I started doing YouTube last October, and overall just have had so much fun with everyone, and I'm just glad that this game is around, because it's just so nice. I like it. Yeah. I don't really have all that much that I wanted to say, and it's probably a little bit cheesy because it's very much a heartfelt thing, but it's been 2 years already, and that's almost crazy to me because it still hardly feels like yesterday I was playing Brick Bronze, the original, wandering around, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere seemingly, I had been thrown into this base world where it was just the building blocks and a small little, I guess, cottage, or not even that, it was more of a hut, and it was like the basic thing for Roblox. It was like some sort of template, and then I saw the Twitter post. Everyone was freaking out about it on YouTube and Twitter and all over social media. Everyone was like, what happened to the game? And then it was gone. And I was very upset at its discontinuement. But now that we have Loomian Legacy, I feel like it just fit for me again. Because I like Pokemon, sure, but it's a big company. They don't care about us the way that I feel like the Loomian Legacy developers do, and for that, I just have so much respect for them. And that's also why I'm glad to be making videos and streaming for this community, because it's fun. I like it. I don't really have anything else to say, really, on that matter, but super cheesy video. I just wanted to speak my mind and talk about the anniversary, because it's a good anniversary. 2 years, that's a long way to go, and the fact that they kept going, they kept pushing through it, that's just big respect. I don't know how they could do it. 2 years of basically constant disrespect hurled towards them about it, something or everything being not good enough or not big enough on a scale, and then they do outdo themselves, but it's still not enough. That's what's impressive to me, is they just keep on going, and they still will, and I hope that they do. Because it's impressive, and just, you know, nothing but absolute respect from me. And on top of that, they're respectful towards all sorts of people. They have a lot of diversity in the community, just in general, and it is so fun to be a part of. It's about it, though. About it that I want to say. Yeah. I hope you guys all also have a nice 2-year anniversary of Loomian Legacy. It's been super fun. I didn't want to do a video or a stream today because this is what I wanted to do instead. I wanted to pay my respects and just talk about the game in general, because I have just, I mean, I've said it so many times, but I really do appreciate this game and all of the things that it's done for me. It's let me do so much that I probably would have never done. I probably wouldn't have even considered YouTube as an option for me if I hadn't had Loomian Legacy. But it was good.